After we have threaded the machine and we're ready to stitch, one of the things that we need to make sure of is that the bobbin is threaded and we do have enough bobbin in there to start our design. First things first, the bobbin is down here right underneath the needle plate, and in order to take it out, what we do is there's a little lever on here with a little wing on it, and on the side of the wing you can take your finger, push that wing forward, it's kind of like a door, squeeze it and go ahead and pull it out. Typically when it comes from the factory, in your machine there will be a bobbin in there. This is also typically a metal bobbin, and as we take this bobbin out, I just take my fingers and pull that out. You can also see that we do have a black spring in here. This black spring is good for these metal bobbins, but if you are using the pre-wound bobbins or bobbins that have like a cardboard side or anything like that, we do need to remove the spring. The spring is good for the metal bobbins. So I'll take the bobbin, go ahead and put it aside for now. And while I do have this showing, I also want to show that when I do rotate the bobbin to the side, you're going to see some different components around, and this will be important when we're threading the bobbin. So I'll pull it back out so we can see the inside. In order to remove the spring, it's very easy. We can just take a small screwdriver. Usually there's one in your toolbox, and we can just pry that out just by getting that screwdriver right in there. And now we will take the pre-wound bobbin and we will put that in our bobbin case. So I grab one just from the side here, and this is a cardboard sided bobbin. There's also other bobbins that are pre-wound that have a magnet in it. You see with your bobbin you typically have a string that's connected, it's coming off the bobbin, and what's important about this is that you do need some because you do need to thread that bobbin case. When we pull that string out, an easy way to know which direction to put the bobbin in is if you pull that string out, pull it up, and if you look at it, you can envision the number 6 here. I have that pulled up and you're envisioning the number 6. If it was the other way and I pulled it, it would be the number 9. We want the number 6. So we pull it up, there's the number 6. We take our bobbin and we go ahead and put that in our bobbin. We can tell that if it is incorrect, that as we pull the string, it should be clockwise. If we pull it and it's counterclockwise, you need to take the bobbin out, rotate it, and put it back in. The next thing we need to do is that if you look on the side of the bobbin, it's actually a little slot or a little groove that is right before the spring. This is the tensioner spring right here. We will take that thread, we will go ahead and slide that through, and after we slide that through, we need to bring it up through this spring. This spring, we'll pull it back, we'll bring it up here, and you'll hear a little bit of a click as it comes through that spring. After it comes up through this spring, we'll rotate it more, and this is actually the top. We have to come through this little guide right here. So we're going to come up, over, and then through this slot, through that hole. That is completed. This is the top of the bobbin case, so when we put it in here, this goes to the top. You can also see that your door or your lever is to the right. So we'll go ahead, put that in, and it's very important that after it's in, you push it quite hard and it clicks. After that's in there and it's clicked, you should have about, we have a little bit of excess here, but at least 1 inch to 2 inches of extra string so that the top part of the needle can catch that bobbin. So after that's in there and we make sure that all of our needles are threaded, the next thing we can do is bring a hoop over here with a garment and start stitching.